Hey Megan, how's it going? It's me. And I watched this assignment about 3 weeks ago, and I know that it's late, but I wanted to give you a bit more input on this one. I know that Chrissy, of course, she's doing an amazing job, and then this is something that I looked at it and I was like, yeah. I'm going back to Kyle and what he told you about what he was doing with the structural drawing. So these ones are great. What I think it's missing, it's all the construction work. And what I mean by that, let me just do a couple of drawings on this one, would be basically
sounds good to me.
Having something like you have a front view right here and then you have the profile view. One thing that I would do always is that try to go for the 3/4, because the 3/4 angle is the one that's going to give you the most information, because you can see a lot more sides. And it's something like if you have, remember you have like a cube right here. That cube actually represents the face. This actually you can see that side, you can see that side, you can see that side. So that's a lot of information for the audience, which is great. Now, having said that, this is something that you try to keep it like this. Like you go for the skull right here, and I throw those lines, just construction lines that you saw from Kyle. So just the lines to see what's going on and where would that go. These lines are gonna bring you a lot of the solid work that you're looking for. So if I look at the chin, I just measure that and I see, the eye line is actually somewhere there. So all the perspective, it's actually bringing that into place. So the chin of this guy, he actually seems to be like, if I put it on the middle right there, I don't know your designs right here, so I'm just exploring as I see them. So if I go, let's say something like this, and it seems that like the other section would be somewhere there, and that's because I see that and I just kind of like measure that against. And then the nose would be like somewhere in that height. So yeah, again, this is great. And then just having that 3D structure, that would be something that we're looking for at the beginning. And then the eyes would be something that still go for the whole, eyeball right here.
I'm from Xerox.
Okay.
Yeah,
See,
so,
like all that.
you know who's in charge of like the office outfits?
And
Mary,
then you go for the eyeball right there, and then you just go and throw the lines for the lids, and then this one right there. And I might be deviating from your design, but this is how you want to build it. Just having that so it actually feels like that. And then this is actually, if I go and start looking more into your design, this actually would be more like there, like that, because he seems to have that that chin right here. And then just, this is nice because now you can actually, like once you know the structure, that's what I'm looking for, the structure. And once you know that, it's gonna reveal little pieces for your designs, which is great. And then, the whole hair. If I go to the one below, this one seems to be having, that chin, it's actually a bit better. It's not as out as the other guy, so this would be a more common design. So just doing the same thing. The skull, the eye line, right there. And again, just once that you know those things, like this actually can go all the way down to here. So at the beginning, you want to see a lot of these lines, like a lot of these lines. And those lines, at the end, nobody would see them because then you will go and clean that up. But what you want to see as an artist are all these lines. So and then again, the eye, starting from the pupil, going out, and then always like feeling the surface, and then knowing that this is going to go into that eye line right here. And this actually helps, like I can actually keep on radiating, I can keep on drawing up, and then that's going to give me the eyebrow, like that. And that's the eye socket right there, which is great. Yeah, and again, the nose seems to be pretty pointy, like somewhere there. It's a short nose, but pretty pointy. and then going down, and then this is gonna be that part right there. And I see the ear right here. So the ear, you see, like now that's gonna go into perspective and into a 3/4 angle. You can actually have it somewhere here that goes along, just runs along that line. And then the hair, the same thing for the hair. Because now you have the 3D shape, you can actually just run and feel that surface, because now you can see it. And that's the whole thing about having that structure right there. And then, you know, if you keep on going down, just drawing through, so this is gonna be somewhere like that, so that's gonna be your neck, and then so on. So that's basically what I'm getting at. Just at the beginning, you wanna draw all those lines. They're the construction lines, and then it's also related to what Kat was saying, that this is the structural drawing. It's just like building a building, really. So you gotta see it from the inside out. And then at the end, you know, this is gonna go somewhere like that, and then you choose the lines that you think you are going to have. So if I get a new layer, you're gonna say, okay, so this one stays for the kind of like anime eyes. I don't know, then you go and do the design, but then these lines are gonna be the lines that they kind of stay right here. See, so it's gonna be clean for the audience. But they would be like a lot more, say like that, just a lot more 3-dimensional, but also solid. And what I mean by solid is that if you look at the eyes right here, this is not really sitting on the same line, on the same height. So those are little things that for animation and concept art, you want to just have all that going. If this was more fine arts, yeah, you know, if we have like liquid faces, that's okay, because that would be like the vision of the artist. However, for the entertainment industry, we want to have that. Cool. Alrighty, see you around the campus.